This is Dungeon Pants, my dungeon-restricted Shadow Priest in World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria classic. I started with nothing and began my journey all alone in Ragefire Chasm at level 10. What's the goal? To kill as many dungeon bosses as possible on my way to max level. Welcome to Dungeonman. Last time we figured out how to kite enemies in Ragefire Chasm and made our way slowly through the dungeon. We got a few nice pieces of loot and realized that I can use the NPCs at the beginning of the dungeon to kill my very first boss. Today, we're finishing the dungeon. Holy crap, okay. So that works. Okay. What does he drop? And now that we have our first boss kill under our belts, let's talk about his loot. Dark Shaman Cornthal only drops 3 items, so it's actually pretty easy to get the item that you're looking for. The problem for me is that every time I want to kill the boss, I have to reset the dungeon, which means killing all of the enemies that came before him over and over and over again. So every time I want to kill the boss, I have to kill all of those enemies. And that ends up being a lot of experience and levels, which means I'm only going to be able to kill this guy a few times before I need to move on to the next dungeon. So I reset the dungeon and make my way back towards the boss. And while I do that, I gain a level. Level 16! We make our way to the boss, and this time he is so much easier than before. By the time I drag him to the dungeon, he's almost at 50% HP. Which means I just wait for his Shadow Storm ability, make sure it hits the NPCs at the entrance, and then I sit back and relax. Well, I don't relax, I make sure I don't die, but then I relax. We did it! Damn, not the bracers. Even though we didn't get loot, I can taste it. So I reset the dungeon again and make my way back towards Dark Shaman Cornthal. I get level 17, which is a nice little bonus. Nice. Level 17, let's go, baby. And this starts putting things in perspective for me. This boss is level 16. And I want to be careful that I don't over level in this dungeon. So I kill the boss again, but then I decide that my next trip through this dungeon is going to be my final trip, which means I'm going to kill Dark Shaman Cornthal one more time, and if I don't get the bracers, I don't get the bracers. But I'm going to make an attempt on the final bosses of the dungeon to see if I can get any extra boss kills before I move on to our next dungeon on the list. So I reset the dungeon for the final time and make my way into Ragefire Chasm. I've gotten a lot better at killing multiple enemies, so I'm going to fight the 3 of these at the same time just to see how much I've improved since the beginning of this challenge. Okay, 1 dead. And 2 dead. Hell yeah, all 3. After that, it's time for our final battle with Dark Shaman Cornthal. He puts up a good fight, but it's not quite good enough. Come on, Cornthal, come on, buddy. Do it for me. You know what? I didn't like you anyway. That's fine. I didn't want it. We take him down, but unfortunately, we still don't get the bracers. But we need to move on. We can't dilly-dally in RFC forever. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's a good belt. That is a very good belt. 3 intellect, baby. Hell yeah. Okay. I kill 2 more packs of enemies, and then I make it to the next boss, Slagmaw. Okay. Slagmaw. Let's see if we can kill this guy. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we can try. Slagmaw has 2 abilities, Lava Spit and Submerge. Ooh, I can just dodge Lava Spit. Oh, that's so easy. Oh my god. Oh. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Okay. And then I'm assuming that hurts. I want to heal. It's gonna be a long fight. And he has so much HP, but this guy is free. Oh, I wish I knew that. Oh man. I should have tried coming here earlier. Wonder what item he has. We got time. All right, Slagmaw, what you got? He has, oh my god, he has a chest. Okay. Man, that's so good. We did it. Oh my god, Slagmaw. Yes. Okay, not the chest, but we know we can kill him extremely easily. Oh man, I can't believe I was passing this up the previous runs. Well, I am almost level 18, and I do over-level this place quite a bit. Now, since I am so close to level 18, and the enemies in Ragefire Chasm are level 14 to 16, I want to move on to Wailing Caverns. But before I do that, I give one final attempt to the first boss, the dog, and the final boss of this dungeon. Now, unfortunately, I did lose that footage, and I'm not able to show you those attempts, but safe to say, both of those bosses absolutely destroyed me, so you're not missing much. I make one stop in Orgrimmar to repair my gear, and this is where I decide to use my professions. So I said I had a plan for this linen cloth, but I can't do tailoring because even if I was going to be able to make my own gear, which I'm not allowing, there are other items that you have to buy from vendors in order to make gear. But what I can do is train first aid. I can do this without actually needing to buy anything, and all you need is this cloth, linen bandages. I'm thinking first aid might be a way to heal myself during fights because mana is my limiting factor to kill enemies at the moment, and it costs a lot of mana to heal myself. So I pick up first aid, make some bandages with all the cloth I've collected, and make my way to Wailing Caverns. Nice, that's so good. Oh my god, and this is robes. Okay. Oh shit, that's killing all the bosses. That's killing 4. I don't know if I'll be able to do that one. Let's see, Deviate Hides. Okay, does not give anything. Serpent Blooms does not. Damn. Some dungeons have NPCs standing inside at the beginning that hand out quests. These quests are usually collect some items in the dungeon or kill some of the bosses. If I'm able to complete them, I will get a nice chunk of experience and sometimes some really good loot. Okay. I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know if there's any terrain to abuse. 2.7k is a lot. These are level 19. Come on, fear him, fear him, fear him. Okay. So we can kind of kill one enemy. Okay, we did that. 477 experience. It's not too bad. That is not too bad. This looks scary. This guy will give me a level, which is nice. Oh, I can change color. Is that good or bad? I don't know. You get feared, get feared. He gets feared around the opposite direction. Wait, immune. Immune. What is that? I guess the color that he is. Oh my god, he's immune to. Use the wand, or use the staff. Hit him. Melee. Okay, that was scary. Level 18. Unfortunately, I do get an ability, but it's not an ability that helps me do anything. I gain Holy Fire. Well, not in Shadow form, or not in Shadow spec, but I gained Resurrection. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be resurrecting anybody, and it doesn't work if you're already dead. So, again, 21 is the magic number when I actually get some good damaging abilities. This is scary. I think I'm going to pull both of them. I don't think I can jump down. What happens if let's try pulling. See if I pull both of them. Okay, they both pull. There's no way I can kill both of them. There just isn't. Even at level 18, I just... Actually, maybe I can do this. Yeah, we get that long fear on him. That fear lasts like 30 seconds. Oh my god. Okay. Holy crap, that hurt. Maybe I can't do this then. I mean, what happens if I go here? Nothing. I think I got this. How much mana does this cost? 5? Oh, this is perfect. Mind Flay for the win. Okay. Okay. A little scary. Completely out of mana. But I can kill 2 at a time. I think maybe I attack... Oh, they're level 19. Well... Oh, interesting. Hold 1 at a time. Okay. I think I got this. I got this. We're just running around the pillar a little bit. Okay. Okay. Deviate Hide. There we go. 1 out of 10. Oh, that's so good. Mind Flay right there. Alright. Cool. Easy kill. We're just chaining fears. Slowing him with Mind Flay. It's actually working out pretty well. Wonder how deep we can get into this dungeon. Alright, this is gonna be a double raptor pulse. We gotta be careful. Both level 18. Let's take him back. Oh, this is just a single pull. Oh my god, this is so nice. The fact that I can just pull these guys 1 at a time is so surprising. I was not expecting that. Oh, I see. So it says he lets out a shriek calling for help. So if you are close by to other raptors, they will start coming to attack. So I need to make sure I am far away. Otherwise, I will pull a bunch of other enemies into myself and I will just get murdered. Let's sneak out here a bit just to peek around the corner. 12,000 HP. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Serpent Bloom. Nice. 1 out of 5. Oh, nice. This guy has like no HP. He's just a normal mob. I drew to the Fang. He has a lot. 2.7k HP. Another easy kill. Alright, this is our first boss here. This is Kresh. He has lower HP than like Lady Anaconda, but the Wowhead guide says he is a boss. He only attacks with melee, I'm pretty sure, so I just need to keep jumping around and kiting him. Oh my god, that hurt. Holy crap. Easy kill. Horn Turtle Shell. That would be nice if I could use a shield. Does he even drop anything that I'd want? The thing is, he had 5,000 HP. Lady Anaconda has 12,000. I just don't see a world where I can kill her. But we're gonna try. Alright. Let's go. This could be really good if I can just consistently line of sight her. Let's see if this guy works. Oh, she can be feared. That's so good. I might actually be able to kill her. Oh my god. Oh my god, this actually seems possible. Holy crap. Oh, dude, mana's gonna be so tough. Alright, I'm gonna use my one of my mana potions here, because I just need to get this kill. Oh baby, let's go. That was easier than I thought it'd be. With Lady Anacondra dead, it's time to move on in the dungeon. Now, Wailing Caverns has a lot of bosses, and 3 of them are very similar to Lady Anacondra, as in they have most of the same abilities and the same weaknesses. The remaining lords are Lord Cobran, Lord Pythos, and Lord Serpentis. Now I'm hoping that since I dispatched of Lady Anacondra so easily, that I'll be able to kill the other 3 just as easily. This is looking to be a very good dungeon for me. And now we find ourselves at the next boss, Lord Pythos. But there's a problem. He has a friend standing next to him, a Druid of the Fang. Now it would be incredibly difficult to fight both of these enemies at the same time, so I have to take care of the Druid of the Fang before I can take on Pythos himself. With some good uses of my fears on Pythos, I'm able to kill the Druid of the Fang, and I run out of the dungeon to reset the boss. So now I'll have full health and mana, and I can go fight Pythos all by his lonesome. Similar to Lady Anacondra, Lord Pythos has 2 main abilities, Lightning Bolt and Healing Touch. But as I found with Lady Anacondra, the Lightning Bolt doesn't hit that hard and his Healing Touch only recovers maybe 100 or 200 HP, so I can let him cast that and it doesn't really affect me. Now, although I say the lightning bolt doesn't hurt, I need to be smart, so I need to keep hiding behind these pillars every time he does a cast in order to make sure that it doesn't hit me. The way casts work in World of Warcraft is that you can cast on an enemy as long as you can see them and are within range of them, but if either of those 2 constraints get broken, either they are no longer in your line of sight or they are no longer in your range to attack, then your spell will fizzle at the end of its cast and nothing will happen. So what this means is really any boss whose main attack is a cast is basically free for me as long as there's a wall I can hide behind. No, no! Holy crap, that was close. Ooh, yes, look at that. That's a lot of intellect. I don't even have any stats on my chest right now. One more boss dead and another new shiny piece of loot. We are cruising through the dungeon, and now there are a few trash mobs to kill before we reach our next boss, who is the next member of this quartet of devious night elves in Wailing Caverns, Lord Cobran. So I made my way to the boss, and I just attack him. I'm thinking this is easy, I have nothing to worry about. The last 2 bosses were a piece of cake, I one-shot them both. This guy should be no problem at all, right? But if I had looked at the dungeon journal, I would have realized that he actually turns into a snake when his HP reaches 45%. And this is bad for 2 reasons. 1, because his damage just increases from the damage buff that he gets, and 2, because he's no longer casting spells, he's now going to try to melee me, which means I can't duck behind any pillars or walls to avoid damage. He's just going to try to hit me, and the only way I can prevent that from happening is by running away from him or by fearing him. This makes the fight a lot harder. No! Oh no. No! Oh, come on. Damn, I was so close, but just couldn't finish the boss. So I run back into the dungeon and realize I have a quest completed that I can hand in. After handing that quest in, I realize I'm not that far from level 20, and it's getting late. And this is a problem that I'm going to continually run into during this challenge, is that if I'm in the middle of a dungeon and I want to stop playing for whatever reason, if I do log out, then the dungeon resets. So in order to get back to where I was, I have to kill all the same monsters over again, which is going to give me extra experience. And remember, I don't want to over level these dungeons. So in order to cap off the night, I'm going to hit level 20 and then go give this boss another try. But before I do that, I find a really nice upgrade. Ooh, wow, stamina spirit, nice. Not intellect, but whoo. That is nice. Level 20. Alright, Cobran. Let's do it. Let's go, baby. Yes. Oh shit, that's insane. That is so good. Oh my god. That's an extra 6 stamina and spirit on top of my current chest. Holy crap, he has 24,000 HP. That's double the other bosses.